Hot girl on bus front. Throwback to the time when I thought I was a hot gill and my mother proceeded to clip my wings in front of the whole fourth form block. Back while I was in high school, I was a delusional man-loving teenager. I followed friend gone ride bus up and down every day so much so that the principal had to call my mother and asked her why I was so late and had so many absent days from school. She said at this point she needed to give my mother a personal call because she had sent home many letters. Truth be told, I was an angel at home. Always had work in my book because my mother checked my books, so I would always write out my other friends' notes and always make sure my mother saw me studying and doing homework. Kill my mother dead, I was very studious. Anyways, after talking to the principal, my mother planned to catch me in action, so she went to the school and waited me for about 30 minutes after school had started. I would have definitely reached to school by now because I normally leave home at 6 a.m., so I could be at school by 7:30, which was good timing because I did not live too far and my mother always say if I'm 15 minutes early I am still late. Not knowing that I was 2 to 3 hours late every day and demerit and detention would kill me. Clart. If they were giving out award for following bad company, I would come first place all 10 times. Anyways, my friend sneaked out of class and called and told me that my mother was looking for me, and I started to panic because even though I was out playing in the street, I had no home training, I knew my mother would kill me dead. My bus driver boyfriend shot it and dropped me off at school. My friend helped me to crawl through the back fence all in the name of love man and buddy too much. They put my bag in the class and I went looking for my mother. I greeted her with a smile and she greeting me with kick and box. She beat me with her big heel boot as the students began to form a crowd around us. Even my so-called friends who were influencing me to the wrong things were laughing me to scorn. The principal and the guidance counselor took a short walk and left her to beat me to nothingness, and when they realized that my mother was going to kill me, they pulled her off of me. She called me careless and worthless and said she tried her best as a single parent and I was shaming her and I was from a decent family and listed how hard she worked. I felt anger and regret and shame because all the things she said was true. She said we talked about birth control and how to be responsible and that she would understand when I was ready and I was out here being a slimy Jezebel. I swore I was blocked out about 5 times. All I could remember was the same nurse who I told to suck her mother giving me smelling salt. I was running my mouth at school trying to fit in and being disrespectful to my teachers and schoolmates. After this, I was filled with bruises and also on suspension for 2 weeks. When I came back to school, I was on in-house suspension also. They made me wear a large black and white uniform. I had to sign a special register at the office every morning to ensure I was on time. My mother gave me hell at home, tell me why. The lady call and tell everybody my dirty deeds, I was shunned in the family. Chores would kill me and I was no longer the family pet. I had to pick up my 2 little cousins from school as punishment because the devil find work for idle people, so they kept me busy. Saturday church with my auntie and Sunday church with my granny caring for little cousins became my full-time job, and I dare not complain. I had no friends after that because I could not keep up with the bad girl persona any longer and my other friends were ashamed to be seen with me. Through that experience, I became very efficient in household chores and baby care. Caring for those kids left me so traumatized that to date I do not have any and I am in my late 30s. Funnily enough, that experience made me a better person because I started to act like I had the right kind of sense. It took less than 3 days for me to hear that while I was on suspension, my driver boyfriend had a new girl on the front seat, and in my teenage brain, he was the love of my life. The man acted as if I was a stranger after that. I got the message after he drove past me a few times. That day made me a better person and I am forever grateful to my mother and family for taking me up in hand.